Hi everyone, I'm your mistress of manifestations and welcome to my YouTube channel. Cheers! This is going to be a reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. So my darling Aquarius, how are you doing? This is a general reading, so not all the messages here are going to resonate with you, but if it does, just claim it 100%. So Aquarius, I'm assuming this is your sun sign, right? Do you know where your other placements are? Where is your moon, your rising, your Venus? Google free birth chart calculator. Put in all your details. Find out where those placements are. Go to my channel. Watch those readings. For example, if your moon is in Capricorn, watch the Capricorn reading. There will be additional messages there for you. Now, I'm going to start Aquarius by asking, what does Aquarius need to know right now? What does Aquarius need to know right now? Yeah. Oh, two more? I thought there would be just one more. Let me see. Okay. Wow. I don't know what these messages are. Please let me know. I left when I saw you with someone, Aquarius. Now, I don't know if you can apply this to you feeling this about somebody else or somebody else is feeling this about you. I remember every detail of that day. Somebody is missing you. But life is not as together as it seems. I can't stop thinking about you. And I want to tell you how I feel. My goodness, you've done a number on someone, Aquarius. Somebody is missing you like crazy. Now, before I forget to tell you, let me remind you again, you can apply this reading to you, or you can switch and reverse the roles. So put yourself in the energy I'm describing. Don't go by the sex of the cards. And if you know the zodiac sign of the person you're asking about when you come across this reading, go to my channel and check out that reading too. It's okay to snowball it away. It's legal. Now, all those people who are going to be watching this reading for an Aquarius, that is my cross watchers, namaste and welcome. So I'm going to be using my Gilded Tarot. And while I was shuffling, the Five of Pentacles was kind of peeping out. So let's see if it comes out again, okay? Not a very nice card, like it's somebody feeling left out. Okay, let's see what comes up. Let's go. Okay. We clear guidance. Clear guidance from Aquarius. Father sticky Aquarius. Somebody's being stubborn. The cards just fell. Okay. That's it. I could feel that. All right. So I'll first tell you what your major arcanas are. Wow. Somebody is thinking about you, whether you know it or you don't. So your major arcanas are the Sun. This is Leo. Leo, this is all about the heart. It's about creative projects. It's about children. And the World card. This is Jupiter rule. This is about endings. Completing successful cycles. Okay. Now, the four, sorry, you have Pisces too, the Hanging Man. This is indecision. You know, static, not moving, but this is also somebody looking for another perspective on some situation. Now, the reason I feel that somebody is missing you. Somebody is missing you, and I'll tell you why. You're on a break with someone right now, Aquarius. I don't know who this is. You are on a break with someone. This is somebody who suspended activities. You know, and the swords are your thoughts. This is Four of Swords. It's almost like somebody sitting with their thoughts and thinking what they should do next. This could be a forced break. This could be a forced break. Now, I have an Emperor and I have two Queens. There are three people here. There is a fight going on. There's an Emperor. This is Taurus. Oh, this is your fourth major arcana. I apologize. This is Aries. Aries. And I have a Queen of Cups. Queen of Wands, very different energies. So the Emperor could be a father figure. This is somebody who is, who's created a position of authority. Somebody could be a little bossy. That Leo energy of the Sun. The Emperor has got quite a bit of an ego because he hasn't just, breathed and passed through life. They have achieved a level of authority in their life. They have created abundance. This is an older person, and there is an age difference here, and there are two women. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This is fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. Go, go, go. This is the magical queen, somebody who wants to get things done, who's got tremendous amounts of energy, charisma, passion, lustful, a lot of heat and sex and passion. Sure, this is all heart. Queen of Cups. Cups are your emotions. Okay, this is a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Somebody who's a mother. Somebody whose heart is open for love. Somebody who's very nurturing and caring. And then I have the Emperor. There is an age difference here. This is like a third party because there are two women here and one guy. Now, what is this fighting here? This could be healthy competition, 5 of Wands. I do not know if you are showing up as the Queen of Cups or you are the Queen of Wands or you're the Emperor, but there is some kind of a tussle going on here with this 5 of Wands. Some kind of a competition. Is it to get somebody's heart? See, the Ace of Cups is a cup filled with emotions. There's a lot of love. Sometimes, when I see this card with that eye there, I feel there've been a lot of tears too. Is there some kind of a battle going on here? And there is ego involved here, let me tell you that. To win somebody, I feel this. I feel that there is. Pick one more card, okay? Card. By the way, there's another knight here too. There's a younger energy, a younger fire sign here too. There could be two couples. I don't think so. I think there are two people competing for one person. Some kind of a contest going on here, and somebody decided to just take a break. Perhaps they're tired of the competition. This card just fell down. Aquarius. Okay. Can you give me another message, please? What's this? Wow. What is this about? A lot of cards there. Let's see. Aquarius. Wow. Okay. Heartbreak. Somebody has taken a break here. From the 3 of Swords, there's been a heartbreak, which is why somebody has just suspended activities and decided to take a break from a situation because somebody has found out about a third party. I don't know why these stories keep coming up. Somebody's heart has been broken here and they've taken a break. They've decided to move away from a situation. Now, when I see this Knight of Wands coming in, this is also Sag energy. This is younger. I mean, he's younger to the Queen and the Emperor. But this is somebody who is a very fast-moving energy, and it's fire. This is somebody who likes to travel for work. Somebody who's very adventurous. Could be a foreigner. But this is somebody who holds that wand of passion and runs with it, i.e., they are vibrating from the lower, distorted vibration of their Swadhisthana, their sacral. Now, that part of your body holds your sex organs. This is somebody who's just running with their desire. It's a very lusty energy. I also have the 8 of Wands here. fast-paced messages, Cupid's love arrows, could be sexting. I think it's very lust-based. There's somebody here who has been competing for the heart of someone. And you know that first message that came out, I left when I saw you with somebody else. Did somebody see someone with somebody else? Aquarius, can you comment below and let me know? I don't know if you are showing up as the Emperor. I don't know if you saw one of your love interests, perhaps the Queen of Wands with a younger fire sign. But somebody here has got a hell of an ego, and there is some kind of a fight going on here. I don't know if two women are competing for one guy, but there is a competition going on here. And somebody has decided that they are going to stop giving to a situation. They are going to stop because though there's a lot of nostalgia here, Six of Cups is just that. You know, I can't stop thinking about you. This is nostalgia. Are some of you finding it difficult to detach from a situation, even though you found out, the what is that 401? I don't know what 411. I don't know what you even though you found out what the MO, the modus operandi of an individual is, you just can't seem to walk away because you feel this is a missed opportunity for you. I also feel when I see this card, Aquarius, that somebody here feels rejected. Has somebody rejected you or your offer? I feel this. It's like somebody offered a cup. Did the Queen of Cups offer you her cup and you said no at that point in time because you were obsessed with somebody else? And then you saw that person that you were obsessed with somebody else. What a story. I feel this, but there's a lot of nostalgia, and you're sitting and thinking, why didn't I take that cup when it was offered to me? Somebody here is sitting and thinking about a missed opportunity that they've had in love. I don't know if it is a one-sided love, Aquarius, but there's some kind of a confusion going on here. You found out something, your heart is broken. I think there was an individual. I'll give you a story I'm getting. There are two people. Don't go by the sex of the cards. Go with the energy, okay? Put yourself in your roles. There is an age difference here, for sure, okay? The masculine energy showing up as being more older than both the feminine energy. They're showing up as queens. The masculine energy is showing up as an emperor, not even a king. So there is an age difference. Now, there are two people fighting for the love of one person. Now, the person who they're fighting for chose one of those people. The person he chose backstabbed them. And now this individual is sitting and thinking about, this is one story I'm getting, why did I not pick you? There's something like that going on here. And there's somebody who's not happy in a situation. They feel that they've had a huge missed opportunity in their life. When I see this card, the Seven of Pentacles, somebody here feels that their basket is always coming up empty. They're putting in a lot of work into something. But whenever they go to collect the fruits of their labor, this could be anything. This could be in love, this could be in work, it's coming up empty. It's coming up empty. When I see this Pisces card here, the Hanging Man, there's also been a lot of confusion because this is Neptune ruled. And Neptune is that fog, that illusion. Were you under some kind of a spell? And I'm not saying spell as in somebody cast a witch's spell on you. No, I do not feel there was any spell work done. But somebody definitely confused you into believing that they were the one. And unfortunately, you fell for that and you had a tremendous heartbreak. I also wonder if once you chose somebody, you found out that there were a lot of other people who were competing for them. And this person was involved with a lot of people. And this Knight of Wands energy is somebody who's younger. And I think some of you have this complex that, they are perhaps attracted to somebody younger. I'm too old. I'm getting this too. this kind of a confusion in somebody's mind. Somebody wanted victory in this. Okay. Somebody wanted this victory with someone. But this victory did not turn into that. It turned into something else. And they think that the person that they said no to cannot get over them. And they wonder if they made a wrong choice. There's somebody who's sitting and thinking if they made a right choice. Three of Wands is exactly that. You put in all you could do. You're waiting for those ships to come in. But for me, this is somebody who's turned their back. This is somebody who's turned their back. And they're thinking if, they should invest more. I feel this. I'm glad to see clarity coming in. And the sun is about dispelling the fog, removing any kind of haziness or cloudy, clouds of confusion. Ace of Swords. Once you've taken a break, somebody is going to figure it out that they have chosen wrongly. The person that they rejected was the right one. This clarity is coming in. Somebody's going to be moving away, taking their swords. This is moving away from conflict because there is a lot of conflict in a situation. Perhaps the person you picked could also be the one that you're fighting with and you can't take it. You just cannot. I'm going to ask for another card, Aquarius. You're completing a cycle. The World card is you literally, going on a journey. And the Six of Swords is you moving away. You could be traveling, to another place, leaving a home. But I don't think there's a commitment here like a marriage yet. Now, give me another card, please. One more. Give me something else, please. Gosh. I was just going to say, is there a marriage here? And I have the Hierophant. This is Taurus. Was somebody wanting a marriage? I have the Ace of Pentacles. Four of Wands. This is marriage. I don't know if somebody wanted this or somebody is in this. The Hierophant is somebody who likes to do things by the book. This could also be huge organizations, nameless, faceless, the blue tape and the red tape, the hierarchy, the way things have been done. This could also be your religious beliefs. This could be a church, all those institutions that kind of put pressure on you as an individual. But if this is an energy, then this is an energy of somebody who likes to do things by the book. This could be the Emperor, because they are showing up as somebody who's way older than both those queens. Okay. And the Emperor is about authority. The Hierophant is pretty much in that same category. This is also about control. And the Emperor, I think, is showing up as somebody who likes to control. Now, I'll tell you something interestingly. Either somebody wanted this Ace of Pentacles. They did. I mean, this is what they had in their mind to commit. Because the Four of Wands is happy events in a home. It could also be laying the foundations for what? For wealth. Not just financial, because you also have the Ace of Cups here, which is emotional fulfillment. Somebody made a wrong choice here. They chose wrongly, and they're regretting that. I do not know if somebody chose and then committed to somebody and they're not happy. Look, I'm just going to put these messages out there. Comment below, let me know what's going on with you. Yeah, look, okay. Somebody here chose wrongly and they committed. I have the Ace of Pentacles, I have the Four of Wands, I have the Ten of Cups, and I have the Hierophant. This is somebody who has committed to a partnership. If this is about work, Aquarius, some of you had 2 job offers, okay? Both were competing to get you to work with them. You chose one because you thought at that time that was the right one, but you now realize that what you have committed to is not the right one for you. So if this is about work, you can apply to it like that. But you are closing out a cycle, because even if it's work related, there's a lot of conflict there, a lot. And this is love. Then you have just realized that you've made a big blunder and you've chosen You've chosen to commit to the wrong person. And you're hoping, I wonder if you're moving away back to that person, or you're hoping that that person is, um, what can I say, still remembering you. But I'll tell you something. Perhaps that person has seen you with the other person, because I left when I saw you with someone. I remember every detail of that. If you remember those first cards, my life is not as together as it seems. This could be you. I want to tell you how I feel, but I can't stop thinking about you. There's somebody here who is in this Nine of Swords. They can't sleep, they can't eat, they can't drink. And they're sitting and thinking about what? I'll tell you what. This nostalgia. They're remembering somebody from their past, somebody with whom they have sweet memories when times were innocent. Perhaps it could be a school friend of yours, somebody you know from your hometown. I don't know. It's somebody from your roots. You feel it's a lost opportunity and you wish you had chosen differently. You were offered that cup, you didn't pick it, and it's upsetting you. And the high priestess here and the hierophant, my goodness, somebody here is, I mean, like this spiritual relationship that you have, this nostalgia card just doesn't come. Sometimes there are people in your life you do not know what the connection or the attraction is, but perhaps it's from past lifetimes. So it can either be karmic or dharmic. Now, if it's karmic, it means it's a lesson, and that's fine too. But if it's dharmic, then you know that there is a reason you're in it, because you are meant to grow together. It's like when I say righteous, I do not mean it in the sense you're thinking. What I mean is that that relationship has that potential to go way beyond the 3D. It's not just about money, sex, and children. It could go beyond that. There is that potential. You're creating dharma. You're not creating more karma. And the high priestess could be a deep spiritual relationship. Now, the high priestess and the hanging man coming together tells me that somebody's intuition is on point. You've perhaps organically opened your third eye and you're able to receive messages. Sure. Maybe you've managed to open your ajna. Congratulations. But in mundane tarot, the high priestess is the quintessential third person. And we have the Three of Swords here. Who is this? And I don't know if, now, perhaps I'll give you another message. Perhaps you are, going and watching tarot card readings like you are doing right now. Because the high priestess is also somebody who has a lot of esoteric knowledge. She knows stuff about the occult. This is being able to communicate with other realms and give you info. So you could be doing that too. But I think with the Three of Swords coming here, with the Five of Wands, which is competition and fights and heartbreak, there has been another person in this equation. It's not you and them, it's you, them, and theirs. There's somebody else here in your business. I don't know if you know that. And the moon is all about secrets. The moon is the fourth house. It's Cancer energy. It's about secrets. It's about your fears. I wonder if some of you, after making a wrong choice to commit, are now scared that the person you left behind is no longer waiting there for you. And I wonder if this was their energy. Perhaps, they were waiting for you to come back. I don't know. Hey, Aquarius, comment below. Let me know. Yeah. Let me just tell you all your major arcanas again. You have the World card. You're completing a cycle. I want you to know that. You are completing a cycle. You're bringing it to a close. And I think this has been a huge karmic cycle, because when the World card comes out, it's like going round and round that same mountain, same shit, new day. And you are somebody who's traditional. So once you've chosen, you said you're going to stick with it, even though it wasn't working. So when the Five of Wands comes out, there's a lot of fights. And when that comes out, it means that everything is not on the up and up. So hence that first card, my life is not together as it seems. Perhaps you've been pretending. You have the Sun card here. Clarity is coming for you. The Sun is Leo. This could also be children. I don't know. Do you have twins? Because those two kids, six of cups, I don't know. I do not know. But the Sun card is about children, is about your creative projects. It's also about ego, because it is Leo. And I have the Six of Wands here too, which is about the Leo card. You wanted victory in a situation. You wanted victory. Now, the Moon and the High Priestess is secrets coming out. Things that have been done in the dark. The Sun card, which is here. You have the Sun and the Moon, by the way. This is the masculine and the feminine energies of the universe. Okay, the Moon is recessive, and hence she's feminine. The Sun is like, the life-giving force. So, I wonder if the Sun and the Moon are supposed to be together, and then there's a High Priestess. If that's a third person, I don't know. But somebody here is regretting a choice they've made. And they're hoping they can salvage a situation. I don't know, Aquarius, if you can. I'm going to ask for some cards to see if, what is going on here. Should I take my Mystic Red Rose? What? Mystic Red Rose Oracle. Let's see. Let's see if I can pick some cards for you that could perhaps give you some extra messages. Okay, Aquarius? Some of you are feeling bad because you picked up the wrong person. You made the wrong choice. There was a point when there were two people you could choose from. You chose to commit, unfortunately, to the wrong one. But hey, every relationship is either a lesson or a blessing. The trick is to know which one it is, and that's freaking hard. And the second trick is to know when to bounce, because the more you stay in it, the more toxic you make it. Okay, so let's see. Aquarius. Aquarius. I'm talking to somebody who's very traditional. Very traditional, all caps. Okay. Let's see, Aquarius, okay? Let's see if there's a totally different message or if it builds on this. All right, ready? Give me some cards for my Aquarius, please. Somebody here has got a lot of ego, huh? Let me make that clear. Okay, 2. Look, the first card is... There we go. This is somebody who committed. Look, it's an engagement ring. You committed to somebody, but unfortunately, you committed to the wrong person. Because the 4 of Wands, I mean, if I wanted one card to know if this is a commitment, I got 4 cards. 10 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, the Hierophant. Okay, I get it, Spirit. This was a commitment or a committed partnership, and this was for work. Yes, you did sign you received your letter of intent, you signed the contract. So you got into a contract. And remember, the minute you sign papers, who do you invite? Saturn. What is that? The Lord of Karma, Chronos. You invite time. And that's why you exchange rings. Saturn has 7 rings. In India, we walk around the fire 7 times. So the minute you do that, you bring him into a relationship, and then it's either a lesson or a blessing. And like I said, the trick is to know the difference. So what else do I have here? Not enough, lacking self-confidence. This for me, ego and fear and frustration. Look, there is a lot of conflict in a situation. The one that you've committed to. And this one, this lacking confidence. Somebody who feels not enough. Is that why you chose? Because you said this was the first cup that I got. Hey, I'm just going to take it. Why is your confidence low? What is it? Is it about your age? Because if you were showing up as the emperor, perhaps you couldn't believe that somebody as fiery as a Queen of Wands could be hitting on you. I don't know. There's somebody here who had something where they felt not enough. And did you compromise? Because the Pisces card is about being a victim. It's about allowing people to walk all over you, left, right, and center. And then one day you just bounce because you can't take it anymore. Who can? Somebody feels that they were not enough. And I'm saying this with this card because you feel you had to choose. And you had to choose quickly. Why did you feel that, Aquarius? Why am I getting this message? Can you comment and let me know? So this card here, this is very much the Knight of Wands energy, partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment. This Knight of Wands energy is a commitment phobic. They will not commit, Aquarius. Their singlehood is very important. And that's Sagittarius energy. You cannot fight that archetype, okay? It takes them a lot of time to commit. Now, they are people who like to explore. And I'm not just talking about countries and regions, okay? So for them, it's about an adventure, whether it's a sexual adventure or whether it's catching a flight and going on an adventure. They like that. And it's a very in and out energy, which is, they're in there, there's passion, there's love, boom, they're gone. You're like, what? How do you build on that? You can't. There's somebody who's in this energy. Was this causing a lot of conflicts? Perhaps. I wonder, can I give you a message? You perhaps committed to somebody who you thought was a Queen of Wands, but they turned out to be a Knight of Wands energy, which they only wanted to party and have fun. There was no seriousness. And you're an Emperor. Hello. Hello. It's not going to work. You are way too mature, grounded. It's totally different. Yeah, the sex and the passion could be great, but what do you do after that? What? If the person is not serious and all they want is this time with friends and partying, it's not going to be enough for you. But did you choose to stay because you're lacking self-confidence? Just putting this out there. Give me some more messages from my Aquarius, please. One more. Oops. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's see what we got here. And one card has fallen. Okay, so there is somebody who's lacking a lot of self-confidence because I had the card of loving yourself and making healthy choices. Okay. Now, when this card comes out, is also about some kind of an allergen in your food, because this is showing me all kinds of vegan, healthy food. So if you have been asking a question, if there is some kind of a food allergy I have, yes, you do. Please take cognizance of what is going into your mouth. So, one moment. Okay. Now, oh boy. This world card here, somebody is ending something committed. The world card is here and this coffin. This is not a death. It is never a literal death. It is the eighth house matters. This is a Scorpio card. This is a card of endings and transformations. Okay. So you are ending something, but there's a new beginning. There is liberation, reborn, and transition. Endings. Now, tragic endings is because I feel somebody here feels that they chose wrongly. You're closing out a karmic cycle. You've had enough. I don't know, what did you feel that this person was pretending to be more than what they were? Like they were saying they're like as a queen, as in, don't go by the sex of the card. Go with the energy. When I say queen, I mean somebody who's got it all sorted out, somebody who's fiery and passionate, but they were a knight. They are not interested in committing or being in a committed partnership. It's a player. The Knight of Wands is the quintessential player of the tarot deck. And by the way, that is my Sagittarius is my sun sign. So I'm not dissing you, Sagittarius, but you have the choice to vibrate from the lower, distorted vibration of Sagittarius, or the higher, which is truth, knowledge. So somebody here with the Knight of Wands is choosing to vibrate from the lower vibration. Like I said, they hold that wand of passion and they run with it. And they run after everything they can. They are vibrating from the lower vibration of the Swadhisthana, which holds your sex organs. So that should not be any breaking news for you now, should it? So something is coming to an end. Now, I think this card has come out twice of wanting a commitment. You're ascending. Some of you are leaving, literally moving. I feel this. And you're going to be meeting up with someone. I do not know. Do you see this coffee cup here on that heart? Meeting, talking, savoring the moment. This is my Six of Cups energy, the nostalgia. You're going to be meeting up with somebody you know from your past. There could be an age, I don't know, age difference, but in the Six of Cups energy, the one of the children shown it looks a little smaller, or perhaps at the same age. I do not know. But this is somebody from your school, your college, somebody with whom you had fun times, you did crazy stuff. You're playing hide and seek here. Somebody with whom there is, what can I say? No pretending. You know each other inside out. You're ascending to that. Okay, allow this to end. Allow this to end. I'll give you another message. This Six of Cups energy. Was this the person that you left behind and you didn't choose? And you chose that other energy. But today, I think they're still willing to talk to you. I feel this, that individual, I think that's a cup, that could be the Queen of Cups. Somebody who just loves you. And I don't think they have created any problems in your life. They've just waited quietly in the sidelines. I don't get any viciousness from them, as in trying to disrupt your love life. No, no, no. You've had problems with the one you picked out. And perhaps that person has stepped out with a Knight of Wands, and that has created the Three of Swords energy, or they have been super childish and there's been a lot of fights going on. But you are ascending. You are learning. You're learning. There's expansion, transcending. You're preparing for union. This is a new phase. You're going back to somebody and they are going to take you back. And I'm telling you this because there's again this word union, marriage, soul connection, devotion. Somebody from your past is coming back with whom you've had fun times. I feel this is a school, somebody from your school, college, or your area. Could be from your roots. I do not know, Aquarius, whatever you call your roots. Okay? Somebody you know. Okay. Somebody you know, ins and outs. And you could be meeting up with them, or they could, with the world card, somebody could be traveling to meet you. Because the world card is, of course, the globe. So, and I have the Eight of Wands here, which is messages through the air, that is via email. There's also flight travel. Somebody is flying in to meet you, Aquarius. I do not know. I don't know. You're going to be building a friendship. It's going to start as a friendship, but there is a huge potential here. Huge. Okay. I wonder if that individual is also leaving some kind of a painful relationship. I wonder. Give me one more card for my Aquarius. Okay. Thank you. My God. Aquarius. And one more. I feel there's one more Aquarius. Yeah, that's it. Got it. So, my goodness, soulmates. Look, passion, insane chemistry, sparks, having fun. There is somebody coming towards you. Love. Hello. Unconditional love. Affection, attraction, selflessness, not selfishness. I want you to know, even though you've committed to somebody, this is your energy before. Lacking self-confidence, self-sabotage, frustration, ego, and fear. Look what you are ascending to. Can you see the difference in these energies? You're ending a soul contract with somebody. Not all relationships are, meant to be like rainbows and Skittles and all those gummy bears. No, they're not. There's always a lesson. And you learned your lesson. I think somebody has put you in third parties, or somebody was just not willing to, stop partying or being with their friends. And I do not mean platonic relationships. You're sick of that. But the sad thing is you committed. So you tried your best to stay there, and you are showing up as somebody who's very mature, who's very traditional. The person you're dealing with is the epitome of being a player. And they've put you in third parties and you found out secrets. And this was your fear. The Moon card is about your repressed fears, the ones that you've buried within you, perhaps from many lifetimes. You don't even know that. But this was the lesson. To not allow self-doubt to creep in, to not compromise all the time because you lack self-confidence. The trick was to see if you leave a situation where you are not being respected. And the minute you do, I promise you, it's like the universe conspires, to help you move away. It's like a divine intervention of sorts, of your spirit guides, your angels, your past on loved ones. I don't know, whoever you believe in. They kind of show up and say, hey, you know what? Let's go. And then you ascend to what? To your next phase. That's why the world card is here. You are completing a cycle. You are all that backlog of karma, which you accumulated. All of us have. I mean, I'm not just saying you have, everybody does. You are kind of, what can I say? Demolishing it. Clean slate. But for that clean slate, you need to start with somebody who's at your same level where your timelines match. Okay. If somebody is not on the same timeline as you are, it's going to feel like an uphill battle where you seem to be, when you're trying to swim upstream, you won't feel like you're going with the flow. It's like somebody is making you, sit on that boat and go upstream without a paddle. And then you start to struggle. But the trick was to leave. But you didn't. You self-sabotaged because you believed you weren't enough, Aquarius. This is the strongest message I'm getting. And you're very upset with yourself for making the wrong decision. Hey, it's okay. Okay? You are ascending. Should I take some kippers on this? Okay, Aquarius, hold on. Let's take some kippers, okay? Hi, Kipper. Can you tell me, can you add something to this reading, please? Whoops. Okay, okay. Oh boy, not the whole deck, sorry. This card just wants to come out and I'm just going to allow him because he's going to misbehave. Okay. So, look. I'll show you what I mean. You see this card here? Person, military person. This is like an emperor. Look how similar visually these images are. You're showing up as somebody who's got a very honorable position in society. You could be somebody wearing a uniform or somebody who has a job that gives you importance. You're not a bum. And I am not meaning that in a rude way. You are somebody who's created some kind of a position in society where people look up to you, see. The emperor. Okay? Now, this card is a card of waiting. Do you see that energy here of the three of wands where you're waiting for something to work out and you waited for a long time? I feel you've given this relationship time. It's not that you've got into it and said, hey, you know what, I'm leaving. No. You worked at it. And both these energies are of somebody waiting. It's like you've done all the work you could and now you're waiting. But this is also a card of pregnancy. I do not know if some of you felt trapped because you were pregnant, because somebody was pregnant. Though I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. I think you've just waited. You've just waited to see this person would change. I don't think there's any pregnancy going on here. I do not think that. Okay. But if you are, I mean, just let me know, comment and let me know. I'd love to hear from you, but I don't think there is a pregnancy going on here. Now, there is another younger male here, if you notice, and that is a Knight of Wands energy. Somebody here has had somebody else in a relationship. With this pregnancy card here, maybe I have another message for you. Perhaps you found out that your beloved is pregnant by somebody else. I'm putting this out there. I do not know. Because if there is a younger person and this person has, perhaps, sometimes when you tell people what scares you, because the moon card is here, it's about your fears. Some of us have fears of, I'm older. So maybe if you're dating or you're marrying somebody who's younger to you, there's always that fear of maybe they'll run off with somebody younger. Look, I know this is very cliched, but there's that some people have that fear. And you've had self-doubt. So did your freaking fears come true that there was really a Knight of Wands with whom somebody had a child or is pregnant? I'm putting this out there too for the ones who are resonating with this. Now, there is somebody here who's got somebody else on their mind. I don't know whose energy this is. This is somebody who's sitting at work and thinking about somebody else. So there has been some Three of Swords energy in this relationship, and there's been a lot of fighting, and somebody has taken advantage of somebody's fears, and literally somebody has seen what they're most scared of play out in technicolor in a relationship. Why did you feel trapped? Why were you feeling like you were in a prison? For me, this card, okay, I'm going to tell you, is like the Nine of Swords, because you can see that little rat there. When I see that rat energy, especially in the Lenormands, It's about something chewing your brains. You know, the rat doesn't eat the whole meal, he eats it bit by bit. So it's something that has been eating you up bit by bit. And you felt trapped. You know, some of you have felt trapped by your ego because you chose something and you chose wrongly. And you felt imprisoned, but you stayed there. Like I told you, the trick is to know when to bounce. But you didn't have the self-confidence because some of you thought you were not enough. Remember this card? Lacking confidence. And that's okay. That's okay. Now, if this was a committed partnership, somebody is going towards legalities. Okay. And let me tell you, I have the gift here. I'll read this card two ways for you. Remember the Sun card? It's about your creative projects. It's about like it's about children. So I don't know. I do not know if the gift is going to be a child or the gift is going to be new love, which I think is going to be a new love for you, but it's somebody from your past. I'll also give you another message. Perhaps this person who's coming towards you has also been hurt in love, and perhaps they have a child. Just putting this out there, but this is literally coming like the hand of God. It's coming from, your angels, from your passed on loved ones. They're giving you this gift because somebody's heart is hella broken. Look at this. I don't like this card in any reading, whether it's for love or for work, friend, whatever. I don't like it because it's like somebody's pierced your heart. It's not nice. I'll also give you another message. I don't know why, but it's just come to me. If somebody here is having heart surgery, as in stents, it's like putting things into the heart. I want you to know, if you're wondering, or if it's not you, it's somebody in your family, the Sun card is here. Now, when the Sun card comes here, it's about supreme good health. Do not worry about their health. If there's somebody who's going through some kind of problems with their heart and they're having something done like a stenting, I don't know all the right words, but what is coming, I'm telling you, do not worry about their health. Okay? So, Aquarius, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some oracle cards for you. Okay? Let's see. Okay, before I do that, I want to ask who's coming towards you. I just want to know, who is this person who's coming towards you? Just want to know, okay? Coming towards it. I'll take one more. There's one more. No? Just one. The Fool. This is Aries. You know what this is, right? This, the World card, okay? The World card is the ending of the major arcanas, and then the journey of the Fool begins. The minute you close out a cycle, you start again. And this is fantastic. And you have two Aries cards here. Okay, you have the Emperor and you have the Fool. So Aries seems to be pretty strong here. Take one more. What do you say? I'll take one more, okay? Something else, please. Okay, one more card. The Emperor. The Emperor. Aries is very strong in this reading. Okay? The Emperor. Aries is very strong. You're going to be the fool. You've been taken for a fool, or you felt you were the fool to make a wrong choice. I'm getting all these messages. It's okay. And if somebody tried to fool you, you're going to boss up. Let me tell you that too. The Emperor, you cannot fool the Emperor for long. Somebody took advantage of your lack of self-confidence. I think you were an emperor for the world to see, but on the inside, you were somebody who lacked self-confidence. And you made a choice. You made a choice to commit to someone. Can you let me know if this resonates and to why you made that choice? Was there a reason? I think it's got something to do with your lack of confidence in yourself, Aquarius. I don't know why I feel that. I feel this. I feel this. Okay. Let me see what the angels and crystals have to say, okay? It's for my Aquarius, please. There's one more. Okay. Thank you. Let's see what we got. You have calcite. Do you see all the yellow here? This is like the sun card. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, again, if somebody is having any health issues, do not worry, okay? Now, calcite, busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during your busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. Perhaps some of you have just been keeping yourself busy to distract yourself. That Four of Swords energy is not you taking a break from life and work. It's you taking a break from this shit. Okay? Perhaps you just said, you know what? I'm just going to pretend that this doesn't exist for some time, because some of you have not even been able to focus on your work with the Nine of Swords. It's been on your mind. And the third bunch of you have just jumped into work to just numb everything out. Perido, life lessons. Remember, I told you this was a lesson. Let's read this. You can break free. This is so karmic. This is so Saturnian, because he ties you down with cords. Cords of what? Sex, children, money, all things which are 3D. Okay? You can break free from reoccurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and the blessing they contain. I rest my case. Next, angelite, spiritual or religious community. I think this hierophant here, this is all about that, the church, the religion, all those nameless, faceless organizations. Some of you work for something like a big institution, because this is that, and you know, there is somebody, and that card of military person, you know, somebody in uniform. I am talking to somebody who's very traditional, and they have a really big position in society, and people look up to you. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. The person who's coming back to you, you have a lot of things in common. I can guarantee you that. Clear quartz. Let yourself feel all your emotions. Some of you have refused to feel. As an emperor, perhaps you thought it would be, you know, beneath you to cry or show emotions. There is vanity here too. There is a titch of vanity and ego and pride here. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. You, the high priestess, I told you, somebody here could have organically opened their ajna. You are receiving messages, okay? And these messages are showing you with clarity, because the sun is here, the Ace of Swords is here, what has been going on and where you have been wrong, and where you have enabled somebody to continue in the crap that they've been doing systematically to you over the years. This is not a short relationship. This is something that has gone on for quite some time. And you are now beginning to trust that intuition, to trust your gut, to trust your ajna. Please do that, Aquarius. It is on point. So my darling Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Like, subscribe, comment below. I would love to hear from you. And I cannot wait to come back again to another reading for you. But until then, I'm going to say goodbye. I love you and namaste. Bye.